So what's up? I'm just going to talk about something really quick because it's been on my mind for a while, actually. And ironically, PR just put out a video talking about the Carson Wentz and Nick Foles supposed quarterback controversy. Now, I'll be honest, the Rams game in LA when Carson Wentz got hurt, I guess for me, the best word to use to describe how I felt was hesitant or cautious a little bit. I was just nervous. Not that I wasn't confident in Nick Foles, because I had every bit of confidence in him. And, we've overcome other injuries during the season to key starters, offense and defense. So, we were able to do that all year up until that point. Now, every football fan that has a bit of sense in their head knows that the key to success is the quarterback. If you don't have good quarterback play, you're really not going to do much in most cases from a team standpoint. So, I at the level that Carson Wentz was playing up at that point, it was hard for anybody in the NFL to really step up and do what he was doing. And Carson Wentz is a different quarterback than Nick Foles is. So my concern really was with the chemistry at that point. Nick Foles had, he didn't have any playing time, really. He didn't have a preseason. So he was going in there cold, man. So all of that, man, he's just being thrown into the fire, like, big time. So I was really nervous about that. I was really, really nervous. Like I said, not that I didn't have confidence in him, because I've always been a Nick Foles fan. I was disappointed when he, Chip Kelly. That's all I'll say. I was disappointed in that. I did not want him to go to the Rams. Traded. No. Anyway. But I've always been a Nick Foles fan, just like PR. So Nick Foles steps in. He has this great run. We all know. I don't need to explain it. We all know what happened, how he played and everything, how he handled the pressure, the situation. He was just the best. He had ice in his veins, man. Like, he just was lights out. So I don't really need to go into detail about that because we all know how he played. Now, all I heard, especially from non-Eagles fans, all I heard since the Super Bowl is, oh, Nick Foles, is he going to be back? Is he going to be back? Nah, he wants that money, man. Nah, he's going to be gone. They're going to trade him, like everything. And I'm constantly telling people, no, man, like, Nick Foles wants to be back. He's at a place that he likes, man. Philly, he wanted to be back in Philly. He wants to remain with this team. Like, he just doesn't have that character that goes and chases millions and millions and millions of dollars to try to get the best contract or the top contract in the NFL. He just does not seem that kind of person to me. So I think when he signed this new deal, that's kind of confirmation for me. He still knows his role, and he's fine with his role as a backup. He knows that this is Carson Wentz's team. He said that over and over and over again during the entire time when he's starting and Wentz is out. So, I'm kind of holding this with my hands, so. But anyway, I'm not surprised at all that Nick Foles was not traded. I'm not surprised that he's still with the Eagles. I'm not surprised that they did this contract the way they did. Because it's respect. It's a respect thing. Just like Brandon Brooks. He restructured his deal. And he said on Twitter himself, he did it for Nick Foles because he deserves it. The MVP. So, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the fact that we're going to have a Super Bowl MVP ready to start the season if need be, depending on Carson Wentz's situation. And then we have a Super Bowl MVP just holding down the fort while a perennial MVP comes back. Because there's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind that if he would have stayed healthy, if Wentz would have stayed healthy, he would have been the MVP last year. Not a doubt in my mind. So, our quarterback situation is really good. And that's my 2 cents. I'm not surprised. I'm happy with the Nick Foles situation, the way it turned out. I think with the what they were asking for a trade, I think they just kind of did that just more of curiosity. I honestly, and apparently they did get some hits, but I never doubted for a second that he was actually going anywhere. I never doubted it at all, man. And people that are not Eagles fans that have all come up to me and said, oh, that he's going to be traded, and oh, he wants his money, he won the Super Bowl, he wants to be a starter, and da-da-da-da-da. Well, any player in the NFL, any player, you want to be a starter. I mean, that's just a fact. But Nick Foles is content with his role on this team. Now, once he hits free agency or whatever after this contract, I'm sure, yeah, definitely, he will not settle for less than being a starter. But he is content with his role on this team, so I'm good with that. So to the people though that did not want to listen to me, didn't believe me and thought I was just kind of a fool basically for saying anything other than yeah he's gonna be traded. Sure, yeah, he's gonna go get his money. You know what? Listen to me sometimes, man, because I don't always know what I'm talking about, but there's certain things in life where I feel like I know what I'm talking about. So, with that being said, man, I'm happy that Nick Foles did this deal, and yeah, so that's what it is, man. Go Birds! And by the way, not that some of you may or may not care, but this is Sao Paulo soccer, Brazilian soccer team. My wife, she's from Brazil, so I follow her team now, which is now my team. Oh, yeah. Nice hat. I love it. Got the Brazilian flag on the inside. Not bad at all. So anyway, that being said, man, go Birds. Congratulations, Nick Foles, and Super Bowl 52 champs. Bam. You don't like it? Not my problem.